guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. And today's video is when he forgets your birthday because it's closer to his and he never celebrates his birthday. So please don't forget to subscribe and let's get going. You had been dating Katsuki Bakugou for 2 years now, and in that time, you had learned a lot about him. He was fiercely loyal, stubborn as hell, and despite his explosive temper, incredibly soft when it came to you. But there was one thing he never cared about: birthdays. His own birthday was just another day for him. No cake, no parties, no fuss. And since yours was close to his, he'd always brushed it off too. Last year you'd reminded him weeks in advance, and he'd gruffly gotten you a gift, an expensive pair of gloves that you'd mentioned wanting. But this year he forgot entirely. That morning of your birthday, you woke up to an empty bed. That wasn't unusual. Katsuki was an early riser, always training before the sun was fully up. You stretched, glancing at your phone to see a flood of birthday messages from friends and family, but nothing from him. You tried not to let it sting. After all, he was like this for himself as well. Downstairs, you found him in the kitchen, shirtless and sweaty from his workout, scarfing down a protein-heavy breakfast. He barely glanced up at you when you entered. "Morning," you said, leaning against the counter. "Yeah," he grunted, shoveling another bite into his mouth. You waited, and he just kept eating. Your chest tightened. He really doesn't remember. You spend the day distracting yourself. Lunch with friends, a little shopping, even treating yourself to a fancy coffee. But as the hours passed, the disappointment grew heavier. By the time you got home, the apartment was quiet. Katsuki was on the couch, scrolling through Hero News on his phone. He looked up when you walked in, frowning at the bags in your hands. "Where the hell were you all day?" You blinked. "Out." He scoffed. "Yeah, no shit. You didn't answer my texts." You pulled out your phone. 3 missed messages, all from the last hour. "Where are you? You better not be ignoring me." "The heck?" He swallowed hard. "I was busy." He narrowed his eyes, studying your face, and then, like a switch flipping, his expression shifted. His brows furrowed, ellipse turning into a thin line. "Shit." You froze. He remembered. Katsuki stood abruptly, running a hand through his hair. "Freaking hell. Wait, it's your birthday, isn't it?" You didn't answer. He cursed again, louder this time. God damn it. I knew I was forgetting something." He paced, hands clenching at his sides. I don't freaking do birthdays. But I promised I wouldn't forget yours this year." "It's fine," he said quietly. "The hell it is," he snapped, although his anger wasn't directed at you. He stopped in front of you, jaw tight. "Yeah, I'm an idiot." You huffed out a weak laugh. "Well, you are." He grabbed your wrist, pulling you closer. "I'll make it up to you. Right freaking now." 2 hours later, you were sitting at the best restaurant in town, Katsuki glaring at anyone who looked at you wrong. He had insisted on paying for everything, ordering your favorite dishes before you could even open the menu. After dinner, he dragged you to a jewelry store and gruffly told you to pick something out. "Katsuki," he laughed. "You don't have to." "It's not that hard to choose, Wyan." You chose a simple silver bracelet, and he fastened it onto your wrist himself, fingers surprisingly gentle. Back at home, he shoved a small box into your hands, a limited edition hero merch item that you've been hunting for months. "Wait, how did you even get this?" You gasped. He smirked. called in a favor. You threw your arms around him, burying your face in his neck. Thank you. He held you tightly, voice low. I'm sorry I forgot. He pulled back just enough to meet his eyes. Just promise me one thing. What? Next year, let me celebrate your birthday as well. He scowled. Hell no. You grinned. Hell yes. He groaned, but when you kissed him, he didn't complain. The night of your birthday, after Katsuki had showered you with apologies and gifts, the two of you lay tangled together on the couch. The TV played some hero documentary in the background, but neither of you were paying attention. His fingers traced the patterns along your arm, his expression unreadable. You hesitated before speaking. Why do you hate birthdays so much? His hand stilled. Who says I hate them? Well, you forgot mine, he pointed out, poking his chest. And you never celebrate yours. He exhaled sharply through his nose. They were always a freaking spectacle. You stayed quiet, waiting. He scowled at the ceiling. When I was a kid, the old hag went all out. Big ass parties, expensive gifts, the whole damn circus. His fingers flexed against your side. Half the people there didn't even give a shit about me. They just wanted to suck up to the damn future number one hero. You hummed softly. That sounds lonely. Damn right it was. And Deku was always there. Your breath hedged. Katsuki rarely talked about his childhood with Midoriya, especially not the years when their friendship had shattered. He would show up with some shitty handmade card or something. Like that freaking mattered. I had everything. The best work, the best grades, the best everything. And that loser still looked at me like he pitied me. Your chest ached. Did you ever tell him to stop coming? Of course I did. It didn't matter and he just kept showing up every damn year. Even the year after I told him. He cut himself off, but you knew. Even after I told him to jump off the roof. Was left unsaid. He turned to face him fully. You know he never really pitied you, right? He just cared. Yeah, well, I didn't want his care. Look, Katsuki, I can't say that I won't invite Midoriya to a birthday party if I ever do make one, but we can just enjoy it ourselves. Me and you, and nobody else. Have a movie night or something. It doesn't really have to be any special thing, but I just want to celebrate you for existing. He sighed, looking at you deeply. Well, Wyan, I could never say no to you, sadly. And just like that, every other year, you both were celebrating each other's birthdays. And maybe, even though he would never really admit it, he did enjoy celebrating his birthdays from then on. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye!